I hope you're well. It's the 19th of November and it probably looks like I am out in the bush, but I'm actually just on the deck of our new place. It's been raining heaps, so it looks so green and nice. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I was planning to wake up this morning at 6:30, and I feel like I did that thing where you set an alarm kind of knowing that it might not happen, which is something I always talk about not doing, but I'm human. So I did that, and then Steve was going to be hopefully getting an extra shift today, but that didn't end up happening, and it was just so cozy in bed, and I didn't get up until 8 o'clock. So I went over to my grandma's, caught up with her for a bit, and then went to the gym. This week I've just been using the Stairmaster basically like every day because I get so sweaty. It's so simple and you can just feel it working, but it's like this nice slow burn. It's different to the burn from going for a run, and I've just been really enjoying that. And then I did some handstand practice as well, which I think I've done that basically every day this week. So I'm actually going to get into, it's finally started, actually going to get into Kayla Itzinas's Bikini Body Guide, but I haven't done that yet. We'll do that on Monday. Actually, I'm going to have some more tea. So yeah, I'm basically home alone at the moment, and I have been sitting there all day. Well, no, all day since I got home from the gym, which actually is nothing close to all day. I got home at like midday. And I have been learning basically how to do paid Pinterest marketing and set up a few things to try out on that, and yeah, just adding more info about my online course for people who procrastinate to my blog so that people can actually find it, because one of the ways that I have been known to hold myself back with like the self-sabotaging thing is that I've made an online course and then I don't tell anyone about it, so that if it doesn't sell, I can instead of thinking, oh well, it's because no one likes what I've created and it sucks, I can think, oh well, it's because I haven't marketed it properly. Even though I'm creating the result I'm trying to avoid, it's just that self-sabotage thing that you can blame something else. So even though you're failing, at least it's not your fault, even though it's your fault. Like, does that make sense? I know I talk about it a lot, but there's so many ways it comes up, and I'm actually just calling myself out on it and doing everything. Like, if I had a friend who was like, I've created this really great online course and I want to market it, what would you do? I'm doing the things I would say, because normally I'd say like, I definitely have advice about it, and then I just wouldn't follow through and I'd make excuses and I'd be like, I don't have enough time, I don't know what to do. 2 lies right there. And then yeah, so if people don't buy it, then I can be like, oh well, it's just because I didn't market it. And if I marketed it properly, then people would buy it. It's the same as like, well, if I hadn't crammed, then I would have done better. It's the same, like preferring to live in a dream world rather than like actually seeing what would happen. So I am doing that, and it's been really fun actually, especially coming in with a mindset that it's experimenting and learning instead of like that it's going to be evidence of whether or not I'm good enough or something like that, which I think subconsciously is what I would do, and always expect things to work the first time. And I was listening to someone talking about advertising, and they were like, the first one, like, it's probably not going to work. And I was like it's so good just knowing that the first ones I do probably aren't going to be working, and that's part of the process, and then you just keep learning and doing that. I haven't got any makeup on today, and my skin just still looks really horrid, but I finally exfoliated last night. I think that'll help. So that's basically everything I've been doing today. yeah, I like don't really do much else apart from vlogging. Really, like, what did we do last night? What did I do yesterday? Oh, I did my meal prep, so I was doing stuff super productive yesterday, and then wrote a list of shopping for my meal prep. I'll link below the lasagna recipe I made. It's from fitmencook.com, which I've spoken about before. I'm not affiliated with him in any way. I just think his website's really good for the kind of healthy eating that I like. I don't like when you Google like healthy recipes and it's sort of a normal unhealthy recipe just with reduced fat versions of things. I like it when it's actually like real food, and I have no issue with eating full fat. And yeah, so he has a lot of good recipes like that. So I made a lasagna. There's like sweet potato for the layers, and I used chicken mince. I think the recipe had turkey mince, but anyway, I'll link it below in case you want to make it. Did that, bought some snacks and everything, and what I'm doing as well is that I'm preparing what I'm going to eat. So having a breakfast smoothie every morning. I'm having carrot sticks and hummus for morning tea. I'm having a big salad. I bought a huge container. I'll show you guys. I bought a huge container that I'm just going to have a salad, and this is the current state of the fridge. This is my big salad container. These are my carrot sticks. If you keep them in water, they stay crispy, and they don't dry out. So that's that. That's everyone else's meal prep in there too, but having that, and then lunch is a salad with some protein. I'm going to be having eggs. I also bought some tofu. I love eating like hard tofu, just raw without cooking it, which is a bit weird, but anyway, so I did having that. Afternoon tea is some yogurt with some chopped up almonds and a few oats, and then dinner will be my lasagna. The recipe made like 6 portions. I didn't follow the exact measurements, and then I needed to put some green beans with it to kind of actually make it a full size meal, even though I still think it's a bit on the small side, but I am used to eating bigger meals. So I'm actually just gonna, like, I'm committing to eating that regardless of whether or not I feel like it, because I just feel like the last week I've been out of my routine because I've been moving house, and I feel like I've, like, my self-discipline and self-control, I just want to build it back up. So I'm doing that just as like a self-control exercise. And yeah, I'm going to the gym at 6 a.m. from tomorrow morning, which is back into my routine that I was previously in. So that's basically it. I don't really do anything exciting whatsoever. So yeah, how good is this deck? Oh, we only have camping chairs because we haven't actually got proper chairs yet for the outside table, but that'll do for now. So it's in my kettle boil. So I'm gonna have some tea and keep working, and that's basically it. I don't have any plans for tonight. I will probably just be working, and like, when I say working, I mean blogging, and that's it. Maybe Steve and I finished Mindhunter last night. Oh, it popped. So disappointing with the ending. Not gonna spoil it, but nothing happened. It was very disappointing. So so yeah, I think now we're gonna watch The Sinner, which is with Jessica Biel. And yeah, I don't know. I think I've said this in a few videos, but if you know any shows that we should watch, please let me know. So I'm going to leave it here. I think this is all I really have to say. I really am keen, as I have said before, to get into like proper vlogging and back more into chatting about personal development stuff, which I feel like I haven't been focusing on as much this week. Like directly, like obviously it's part of everyday life, but just with the move and everything, it's taken a bit of a back seat, like explicit learning about it, but I'm keen to get back into that. Internet's getting connected this week. I really want to get a vlogging camera soon, but not in a rush to do that. Probably around day 100, I'm hoping. So that's where it's at. I hope you are still finding these videos helpful and inspiring and interesting, and all the time I feel like like, why would anyone care? But I'm always nicely surprised when you guys comment and say that you find it helpful. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.